Halo, ketemu lagi di episode 2 bareng gue Panji Surian dan juga Coach Justin. Dan kali ini edisi spesial karena kemarin kita waktu edisi Timnas Futsal juga mendatangkan viewers yang cukup banyak. Kali ini kita kedatangan Coach yang kemarin baru saja membawa Indonesia juara Piala AFF. Very proud we welcoming Hector Soto. How are you, Coach?
Well, I'm good. Thank you for your invitation, by the way.
Coach Justin and Coach Hector.
Yeah.
Silakan berbicara.
I was the previous head coach
Yeah.
for 5 years and 2.5 years technical director. At that time, my team in 2008, that was the best generation, according to me. Then I quit in 2013, totally. In 2019, Pak Edi asked me to help Kensuke. But we have different character, different philosophy. After 2-3 months, I quit. We cannot manage. Kensuke is a good coach, okay, but you must match. Otherwise, you cannot work together. Then I leave. At that time, in 2019, I told to Kensuke, this is the best generation after my generation in futsal. That's why I told you from the 16 that you selected, 11 I know them. From 2019, 11 players, and where is Shauki? Shauki is for me one of the best players.
Okay.
He's injured. I thought he get promoted. He's injured. And the other 5, I don't know. But you achieved being the champion of Southeast Asia. That's a big achievement for us. It means it's not only being good as a team, but you also perform. That's very important in sports. It's not only playing well, but you also perform. That's why the expectation of our futsal fans is very high right now. It means extra burden for you.
Extra pressure.
You have to be able to compete in Asia, and every one of us hopes that we can join the World Cup. So what do you actually expect from Indonesian futsal?
Well,
especially Timnas.
Thank you for your introduction. You have made a good analysis. I also think the generation that Kensuke helped to rise is a really good generation in Indonesia. But I think the best generation is the next generation, the one who we are trying to start to build from now.
Okay.
And our generation now is good. I'm really happy with the players that I called for AFF. We called 26 players in that time. And at the end, we took just 14 because it's the final list in there. And now we are keeping same 14 because we don't have time to train for the
tournament.
For the tournament we are playing now, the Four Nations World Series. And but I think there are more interesting players, young players in the league, and we are following. We saw my technical staff and me, we saw all the games in Super Cup, all the games in the league, and we are watching some players 20, 21 years old that are performing well. And in future, I think more young players will be attracted by our sport and they will build the reality of futsal in Indonesia.
How many assistants do you have? Spanish one?
Zero Spanish. I believe a lot and trust a lot in local people. We are in total 11 people in the staff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only one Spanish, that's you?
Yeah, it's me nowadays.
Okay.
It's only one. We brought someone for the AFF, but just direct to Thailand because we wanted that some of our players receive a specific treatment that we only do in Spain. That is not here yet. The name is Epi, and he did with some of our players like Ancha or Evan Sumilena, etc. And it was important for us during the tournament. But since the beginning, the managers of the federation and myself agreed that I should trust local people. I did in BTS. In my time in BTS, and I'm really happy with the people I have in my staff nowadays. And in future, we have some strategies to make Timnas more open for everyone. But I mean to.
How do you communicate with them in English?
Well, almost then speaks English.
Or you speak Indonesian already?
Ya, saya bicara sedikit bahasa
Indonesia. Yang penting bisa makan di Indonesia ya. Makan enak.
So maybe it's one of many factors behind your secret recipe for your recently bring the national team for futsal as the champions of the AFF ya. You know the culture, you already lead the Bintang Timur Surabaya, and brings you to more easier to take the national head coach.
Well, the first is when Federation called me, the first I did, it was an analysis of the context we have nowadays. And I checked many aspects, and in the first meeting we had, I always try to do like that, organize like a presentation, PowerPoint, and we made a PowerPoint speaking about Indonesian situation, around 100 slides, speaking about the players, the coaches, the local coaches, the foreign coaches in here, the clubs, and the tradition of national team, from where we were coming, etc. So my analysis was really deep because I knew really well the league, as you said. So I had in some way advantage from that situation, and I don't think the success of last AFF is just because of me. As you say, you named Kensuke. I think that era it was so important for Indonesian futsal. After that came another coaches, but not only them. The people that start futsal here, like for example you, it was very important in that moment. And we are building, every single generation is building over the knowledge of the previous generation. So what we are trying to do nowadays is starting new strategic lines that make futsal stronger, more attractive for young people, that make futsal more close to international standard. That is what we need. Is, you know, that here people say that we have really good players, and then I ask how many players playing abroad.
No.
So if no players playing abroad, it means
good for AFF.
So it means we are far from international standard, and we are lucky because next week we have a good tournament here in Jakarta, and I'm not. I don't have any pressure about that tournament because we will compete well. I believe a lot in my team, and also because it's a test for us. Okay, where we are nowadays, what we have to build, how we will do it, and we can make an analysis of how we will perform in there. And then after that, let's say that we will need to improve for sure.
But does the quality of the league support your standard?
Yeah, it's improving. The league is improving this year. I don't know if you realize about that, or if you know, Federation has created 3 competitions this year. There is the Super Cup at the beginning of the year. That is good because the teams already start competing. Then during the league, in the middle of the league, there is the National Cup, very attractive for spectators. The 8 top teams will compete there. So at the beginning of the competition, it means you have the Super Cup. So you have already one trophy that you have to prepare your team for that. So you start in different way. You start more competitive. Then during the first round, the first leg of the league, you have to compete to get access to the National Cup. Then you have to compete every single game to go in there. Then after, you have the National Cup after Ramadan. And then you have to compete to access to the playoff. And then once in the playoff, you have to compete to get every single round until you are champion. Before it was like 22 games, the one who get more points, finish. But after maybe 10 games, some clubs doesn't have anything real to fight. Nowadays, I am really happy with the Federation because they set that competitions more attractive for the spectators, more attractive for the players. The players have to compete much more, more options to try young players, because before, every single result matter a lot. Nowadays, even you lose one game, it doesn't mean you cannot win the league. So you can try young players, you can try new strategies that made the league grow. I think tactically we are far from the strongest countries in the world. We need to improve a lot, but we are doing it step by step.
Does the Federation involve you in setting the league and in developing the league?
Well, we are always in contact because, as you know, Timnas and League is like an engine. It's like an engine. It's the Federation, and then in one side Timnas, in another side the League. I would like to take care a lot about the clubs, about the staffs, and about the players, because I know they will be with the player will be with the clubs 300 days, more or less, in the year, and 60 days with me. As long as I can support them and help them in everything they need, they will arrive in better conditions to me. So I like to work, but I don't like to work a lot. So it's much more easy if they come in good conditions.
I just want to emphasize one thing. Untuk kalian yang tidak tahu, kita itu ada turnamen di tanggal 4 negara ya. Indonesia, Argentina, Jepang, sama Saudi.
Four Nation World Series ya namanya.
Hector, when I was a coach,
Wah,
we never have tournament
like
in
this.
Indonesia
Indonesia.
because lack of money.
Ya.
So no friendly match, no apa, nothing.
No event. Ya.
So it means a huge leap forward to make. This is for the first time. No, not the first time. But before we invited a couple of foreign countries like Uzbek and everything, which is good. But this is the big world level tournament.
Yeah.
Jadi nanti tanggal 30 Indonesia ketemu Jepang.
Yeah.
Tanggal 1 Februari Indonesia ketemu Argentina. 2 Februari Indonesia ketemu Arab.
Ya,
Oke.
Arab.
Venue-nya di Velodrome Jakarta Timur.
Jakarta Timur.
Dan kalau kalian mau cek tiket dan jam dan lain-lainnya itu di www.4nws.com, bisa cek link di bawah ini.
Ya.
Oke, jadi kalau gue sarankan kalian nonton karena Argentina is the current World Cup, right?
Yeah, runner up.
Champions ya.
Runner up. Who's the World Cup?
Runner up. Brazil.
Oh, Brazil. Jadi runner up di dunia itu sekarang Argentina, Jepang adalah raksasa Asia
yang juara Asia
yang sudah, Jepang I think is in the top 10 in the world.
Yeah,
di top 10 dunia. Saudi is you may not underestimate Saudi. They invest a lot in futsal.
Well, in the history of World Cup, they are number 50 in the World Cups.
In the 50,
and in the last edition of AFC, they did a really good tournament under Andreu Plaza, that is former coach of Football Club Barcelona. So we are meaning that they are a good national team also.
Yeah. So it means a good test for us. So you know where we are right now. Dan Hector tadi jelaskan, semua orang bilang bahwa pemain kita hebat, tapi siapa yang main di luar negeri? Nggak ada. Jadi memang pemain hebat kita seperti yang gue katakan, hebat dibanding yang 2008. Generasinya hebat. Sekarang cuman mereka harus membuktikan bahwa
they going abroad.
Yeah, they have to increase their level so they can compete in the international world. As you said, hopefully 1 or 2 players can go to play in Spain, like Thailand, Japan. As many players of everywhere, there's always one player who play in Spain.
Do you think our player has the quality to play abroad, Japan and the Thailand maybe?
Sure, I'm sure. We have players on that level. I think maybe one of the problems is the players arrive maybe too late to the league. I mean, in here we are still building from upstairs to downstairs. In Spain we build from the
bottom up, not top down. Here is top down, and Spain is bottom up.
Exactly. So it means we have a big opportunity to do that. In the analysis I made before come here, one of the things I made is to check the population in Indonesia, but not the general population. I check how many males between, not futsal, how many males between 18 and 30 years old. And it was around 22 million and a half.
Wow.
So from 22 million and a half people, I think we will find 30 really good futsal players that can reach us to different level, because there are not many countries with what we have. And my commitment with Federation, I didn't promise them to win the AFF. I didn't. When Michael Senipar asked me, will you promise that we will win? No, I cannot promise.
No coach can promise you.
So they didn't give you a specific target when they point to you as a...
Yeah, sure. They give me that I should arrive to the final. Sorry.
Final. Okay, IFF.
It must be final. But results, you never know. I always
agree.
speak in the job of a coach. There are always 3 kind of targets. The first one is results that you cannot control. The second one is performance that you
can control
a little bit more. And in this, I think we perform well. And the third one is the working targets. So the legacy you give when you leave the country. Nowadays, in connection with the league, we are creating the board of physical coaches, the board of analysts, the board of goalkeeper coaches.
Amril is now your analyst, right?
Unreal is my assistant coach.
Assistant coach.
In Timnas, we have 4 people in the technical staff. Technical
Okay.
staff, it means related with tactics, is Pancha Pauji.
Pancha, I know.
He was
Yeah,
former
yeah,
coach in the league. And Unreal, that
Yeah.
nowadays he was assistant, he was
He's
player.
my player.
Yeah, assistant in
From
Cosmo.
high school.
Yeah.
Wah.
And also Eka Sanjaya, that is goalkeeper coach. All of us make analysis.
Okay.
Including Bisuk, that is
Bisuk, I know, yeah, I know.
interpreter, etc. He also does
He
some
should do
analysis.
non-technical stuff.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
no technical, but he makes some
Yeah,
technical stuff. So Unreal, I consider him a key person for me because
Yeah.
he works in
BTS as well, right?
in BTS. Pancha is doing really good job with
Pancha is
with
from
the new
Bandung.
software we introduced in the national team, and now we are spreading to the clubs that we will have a full control of the league. We will make the analysis with a specific software for all the clubs every single game. So at the end of the game, the game finished, we upload the file, they can work with the analysis of the game. And then Eka Sanjaya is helping a lot in the analysis because we analyze the teams and
I
the
don't know that
goalkeepers.
guy.
He was in Pendekar before, in another clubs
Okay,
that
okay.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think Sadakata he was as well.
Okay.
And we are trying to build something good for future because I always believe a lot in young people
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I
Usually-
agree.
have big motivation to improve and nowadays the local coaches and the foreign coaches the same agrees that we are going in the good way. They want to collaborate, they
Yeah.
want to create something together, and at the end I think it's much better to have 40 or 50 brains connected than
Yeah,
someone that is
Agree.
gifted. I don't believe in magic, I just
Yeah.
believe in hard work. So I think we are going in the good way.
And process. But I think I want to see you. When do you train for this tournament?
We will train next Monday. The players arrive from Surabaya on Monday morning.
Monday morning.
And we will train Monday afternoon, not a real training as I would like to do because they are coming. It's just some recovery for them, etc., and get adapted fast to the camp. And then on Tuesday we will train twice. We cannot train strong again because they are coming from games. And then the pre-game training would be Wednesday. In Velodrome.
Velodrome.
We will train in UNG Monday and Tuesday,
And
and because the pitch is not ready yet. And then on
Thursday,
Wednesday we will go. Wednesday
okay.
we will go to UNG.
Okay. And Thursday is
Game.
It's a game. First game is Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Friday is training again.
Training
Velodrome,
again, okay.
And then Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, it's
games.
another. Oh, okay.
Itu ya, for Nation World Series akan ada dimulai minggu depan. Jadi tadi Hector bilang dia baru akan ngumpulin pemain-pemainnya minggu depan ya. Dan akan bermain tanggal 30. Terus jeda sehari. Terus main lagi tanggal 1. Dan lanjutkan tanggal 2 tuh. Jadi kalian kalau mau nonton Four Nation World Series melawan Argentina, mantan juara dunia dan juga runner up juara dunia futsal. Kemudian ada Jepang yang kita tahu sebagai raksasa di Asia. Pernah jadi juara Asia juga. Dan juga Saudi Arabia yang juga menjadi satu jagoan di timur
What time do you play?
We play at 7 every single day.
Oh,
7 in the evening.
PM ya?
In the evening.
Jam 7 malam ya.
7 malam
Jadi
ya.
7 malam. Lu mau nonton gak?
Ayo.
I would like to see
Watch
against
together.
Argentina actually. Maybe against Japan.
You must see all. Why
I
select
don't have time to see all. Who is the coach of Japan? Kensuke?
Kensuke?
Wow.
When we were speaking about FIFA dates in this time in January, I already told our managers that the first national team as new managers they should invite is Japan because nowadays they have Kensuke and it's a way to recognize his job.
Yeah.
And from now I encourage our players that the best way is inviting him.
Yeah.
The good way is inviting him, and the best way is defeating his team, showing that his former students are developing really well.
Yeah, I agree.
So you called already 16 players for the Four Nation World Series. Are they all in a good condition? Do you watch them in the league?
Yeah, in my opinion, they are nowadays according what we have.
How many young players do you have there?
Well,
Under 23.
Under 23. Wow, now you are killing me because but under 23.
4, 5, 6.
Under 23, maybe just nowadays Jogi. And Irrar, the pivot in AFF has 21 years old.
Yeah.
So 2 players under 23.
Two
But in the age of 24, 26, all the players.
So you still can go 3-4 years with the same team?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you decide to call again Al-Bagir. Why you call him again?
Why not?
Because you didn't call him in the AFF, right? Media, all the media is writing Al-Baghir is not in the FF.
Yeah, but
squad,
I'm sorry, media guys, I'm so sorry. and netizens, I love netizens. I usually watch also podcasts, and I was watching a few hours ago a coach that he say it's different to see the game than to live the game. Okay. So it means it's not the same the perspective of the fan than the perspective of the coach. The coach live with the players every single day during the week, knows how they behave every single day, etc. So regarding have the analysis of the opponent. Okay. So for the AFF, we need to prepare really, really well. We have a good preparation. Yeah. And I thought for the characteristics of the goalkeepers, I should take in there 2 goalkeepers with different characteristics. So that was the reason. But I don't think Al-Baghir is outside the national team. In fact, you saw that we released 25 player list.
Yeah, yes.
And we have more in our mind. There is a group of 40 players that we are following really close. That's why we are introducing Longo Match, the software to analyze, because we can save the clips of all of them in different folders and we can check the evolution of the player, etc. And then we make decisions based on data, not in opinion. So maybe...
I understand. I know Al-Baghir very well, and he, for me, very inconsistent. So I understand that there is a point when he plays very, very well, and there was a point I saw him when he plays very bad. So somehow, as you said, you live with the players. So maybe at that time he was not the right choice.
No, he was good. He was good.
He's a good.
I mean, he was performing well during the camp. In fact, he was the starting goalkeeper against Malaysia in the first game. But we need goalkeepers that can play with the foot in that tournament, because in that tournament we really need to control the games. And nowadays, futsal allows you to incorporate the goalkeeper to play in attack and make the opponent have problems. So we didn't use it because we didn't need it in the tournament, but we were ready to do it if we need. And that's the main reason that to take that. But I know that nowadays he is improving. He's trying to play more.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy.
Yeah, and very professional one.
Yeah, very professional. I like him also.
Yeah, everybody has the same chance. Ini nih, jadi dari penunjukannya Hector menunjukkan bahwa walaupun sebelumnya tadi dipanggil ke timnas, bukan berarti nggak bisa dipanggil timnas. Jadi memang yang dilakukan oleh Hector ini berdasarkan dari perkembangannya, dia juga melihat dari analis datanya, kebutuhan timnya juga di event apa, lawan siapa. Jadi kalau kemarin media banyak yang memframing ini tidak dipanggil, mungkin bukan menjadi favoritnya Coach Hector, tapi ternyata Coach Hector menjelaskan dia melihat dari lawannya siapa, eventnya seperti apa, data yang ditunjukkan oleh tim analisnya dan cara bermainnya seperti apa. Nah, another good news in 2026, Indonesia has appointed as host Asian Cup, Futsal Cup. What do you think about that? It's a good
2026.
2026, yeah.
World Cup is 2028.
Asian Futsal Cup, yeah.
We should be home at 2028, not 26.
Yeah, could be right that, but
many players doesn't know that in futsal is the Asian Cup. Immediately the qualification for World Cup.
Okay.
So when you end it in the Big Four in Asian Cup, so you automatically qualify to the World Cup. That's why if we become the host in 2008, it would be easier. But it's okay. We are appointed at 2006. At least we can give a good performance at home
and bring a big tournament to our fans. And you spoke about something that is 2 things that are really funny, because I am really realistic man. And before, when we started the conversation, you said that if I have pressure to arrive to take the team to the World Cup, and now you are speaking about the top 4 goes to the World Cup.
To the World Cup,
So I was analyzing the performance of Indonesia in the AFC, in the all history of AFC. Do you know how many times Indonesia reached quarterfinals?
No.
Quarterfinals.
0.
1 time.
Oh, 1 time only.
Which year?
Only 1 time. In 2022 with Coach Hassan Sadet, they lose. But if in 22 years we reach quarterfinal once,
only one,
where is my pressure? I don't have any,
A good statement.
I don't have any pressure. And also my players are used to, or we speak in the dressing room and in the meetings, that We just must take care about train well, have a competitive team, and then just compete. In Spain, we are really used to compete.
Yeah.
Not to think about what it could happen if. No, we just compete. You have the example of Rafa Nadal in tennis, or Alcaraz, or the Spanish national team that nowadays, with no big stars, they do amazing football and
they become European champion. Yeah. Nobody expected.
Another example is Argentina that we will have here. They don't have that kind of super top player. They have really, really good players. But in the last 3 World Cups, they were champion in 2016, runner-up 2021, runner-up 2024. So the key thing, in my opinion, is the preparation and the strong mentality of how you arrive to the competition. If you do,
we don't even join the AFC last year before you came.
Yeah, well, I think different context, different format. It was a pity because I don't think the players did bad or the staff did bad. I think they did a good job in the time they had. And sometimes it happens like that. You try your best, and it's a sport. I mean, all people work for get that 4 positions, and from 24 teams, just 4 succeed. Sorry, from 16 teams. So just 4 succeed. So it means 12 don't succeed.
But if Thailand can manage it, I mean, we still have a chance. But this is what people expected. Do you realize that?
Yeah, but those are expectations. I prefer to speak about reality.
But you still have time. 4 years. 3 years.
3 years. But 3 years. Yeah, we are building. As I say, we are going step by step. I hope in future netizens not only criticize me for 2 players. I hope they do with more players. It will mean that more players are ready to join national team.
But our netizen is a bit strange. Ajaib. So don't bother the netizen. I get bullied every day. So I get used to it.
I think they are doing with a good intention because they like the player. So the more players, the more famous player we have that people protect them, much better for us. It means we will have more good players for the team.
What do you think about the commercial in the futsal in Indonesia? Do you think it's already good enough?
I don't
know.
You're comparing with the other countries?
No.
Thailand, Japan, and Asia?
No.
Well, let's say it's clear that having central series every single weekend doesn't help to the supporters to be there because, for example, in all the series in Banjarbaru, the last one, the technical staff, myself, were in the stadium from 10 in the morning to 9:30 or 9 in the evening or in the night, and on the next day the same. So it means in 36 hours we were in the stadium 24 hours, and I don't think it's easy for the supporters to go and join. But what we saw is when home teams play, the venue is always full. So maybe, I don't know if possible because I don't really know the conditions, but if possible, it could be good to have a home and away league in future. I don't mean next year, I don't mean in 2 years, but in future, because it means we will have our own supporters in each venue. The teams will travel less because they will be maybe 4 or 5 days in the city of another club, but then they come back and prepare themselves to play home. So it will be, in my opinion, convenient.
It's like our football league, home and away.
Yeah.
But hopefully in the future that's good for our competition. But at this moment it's not realizable because due lack of money. Simple as that.
Tapi coach, kalau dengan Hector nih misalkan menjadi juara AFF terus nanti dia bawa juara Asia, let's say dia juara Asia, bisa nggak sih itu ningkatin animo kita untuk membawa komersial lebih banyak lagi ke futsal, atau sukses di timnas tidak sebanding tidak akan sejalan serta-merta dengan di liganya yang bisa.
Ya. Karena Indonesia ini kan banyak yang nasionalis ya. Jadi peran sepak bola dan futsal, badminton, volley, kalau kita perform itu menyatukan rakyat kita. Jadi kalau asumsi timnasnya Hector ini bisa ikut, nggak usah juara, ikut Piala Dunia aja. Wah itu udah gila itu.
It's real something ya.
Sama kayak di sepak bola. Itu udah gila.
If you go to World Cup
kalau dia bisa, sekarang dia udah juara AFF. Nah sekarang next level mungkin masuk ke 8 besar dulu. The gradual steps, the most logical wise is after winning the The AFF, maybe you can be the second coach who bring Indonesia to the quarterfinal in AFC. Okay. And in 2 years, in 2000, maybe go to the final. So it depends on the drawing. Everybody knows if the drawing is good and everything, it can happen. The possibility is there. Maybe it's not big, not 50% up, but the possibility is still there. But it's a good question. One of the biggest problem in Indonesia is to make futsal more commercial.
Yeah. So
but
bring benefit to the players.
On the other side, you name how many IS
Club,
Hector, how many countries has futsal as an industry in the world? Spain, Brazil, Portugal, Italy, maybe Russia, Ukraine maybe. That's it.
Asia nggak ada. Japan, Thailand doesn't have a good industries.
I'm not sure. Japan is so it's not many.
Okay, as a commercial.
Yeah. As even the Dutch national team who joined the World Cup, semi-pro. Belgium, semi-pro. France is coming up. I don't know French.
France is professional,
almost professional. Okay. Richard,
the best league in the world is clear. That is, in my opinion,
Spain. I agree, Spain. Yeah,
and Brazil, due the quality of the players and the quality of the coaches is also really professional. For them, they have a lot of clubs and a lot of players involved. Portugal have the top 4 are really strong.
Yeah.
And speaking about if we can make commercial Indonesia, Indonesia have one really good thing in futsal that is, in my opinion, you were speaking about World Cup. If there is one collective sport that you can qualify and is clearly in the line of the World Cup, is futsal. In women and in men. I don't mean that football cannot, because they are PSC is also investing to get that and to go to the World Cup. But I think futsal, due to the characteristics of the players, is the real sport for collective sport in Indonesia to reach that. And I give you one example. In 2016, I was in Vietnam and we made that way. We went to the World Cup in the first time.
Wow.
It was amazing for us. We were working there.
Oh, you were the coach?
I was assistant coach.
Oh, you were assistant
coach.
Who was the coach?
Bruno Garcia. Nowadays in Kuwait, before in Japan.
Okay.
And we arrived in 2013 in not the best conditions for the national team. It was good national team, but not the best national team in Southeast of Asia. But as you say, we were working hard. We arrived with the club because in that time we also coached the Tyson Nam, the club in Vietnam. We reached the bronze medal in AFC club in that time. And on the next 2 years, we went to the World Cup. As you say, the draw was good for us. In the quarterfinal, we meet Japan that we already prepared some friendly games against them in the last year. So we were more confident. And then we play against them. They lead 2-0, then 3-1, then 3-3 at the end. In the extra time, they score again 4-4. We went to penalties and we qualified.
Go to the semi-final. So, and you went to the World Cup.
Yeah, and we went to the World Cup. So if it was possible there, why not here? Because I think our players here, I will not say are better than Vietnamese players, but at least are the same. Sure. Because I was coach of both of them and we have good players. So if there is one sport related and in the line of the World Cup and qualify is this. I don't know if in 8 years, in 6 years, in 10 years, but it's clear that if we create the way, futsal will be in World Cup.
Wow. Wow. Ini kita bahas juga kan Coach waktu itu sama Evan Somilana ya. Kalau misalkan Indonesia tuh punya karakteristik untuk bisa lebih maju dibandingkan sepak bola. Karena mungkin kita punya karakteristik untuk bermain futsal lebih bagus.
Itulah kenapa gue mau
fisik ya
invest di futsal.
Wah.
2005. Orang kan gak kenal futsal.
Iya.
Gue main futsal dari tahun 1979.
Waduh.
Jadi gue lihat potensi futsal ada. Gak ada duitnya loh.
Iya.
Tapi gue mau invest 5 tahun dari hidup gue untuk futsal karena gue lihat potensi ada. Dan sekarang diterusin sampai ke Hector. But it's about synergy of many things. Not only the federation, not only the coach, not only the club, but also the fans, the commercial brand, the TV. And everything. If they work together well, we can increase the income. And the clubs needs the income. on the owner. So it's a process, long-term process.
Ya.
It's not easy.
Ya.
And national team needs support.
Ya.
Even when they lose the game, even they don't get the expectation, they still need to support.
Okay.
I've been there for 5 years. I know.
Hector still in the process to renewal contract ya, Hector.
How many years do you have contract?
Previously
we just agree in 1 year for several reasons that I will not reveal here.
Yeah.
But I think Federation and me, we are in good relationship. We understand each other really, really well. We are working through different strategic lines in the same way. One of them that we are really proud, the Federation and myself, is the school visits we are doing in every single city we are going in the series. I don't know if you saw, but we are visiting schools, and the experience is huge for us because we would like to approach people to futsal and futsal to people, and bringing the pro league to the cities and making the people join our competition is really good. And about the renew, it's not a question for me only. It's a question also for Federation, but I think we are in good relationship.
Ayo Fevi, biar pelatihnya nyaman, perpanjang dulu kontraknya Hector. Jadi biar dia bisa masang target 2 tahun, 3 tahun ke depan gitu ya.
It's just not fair kalau if you contract a coach only for a year maybe 2 years. It's not enough.
To build
it's not magician.
To build the foundation.
They need time to work. And there is a result. There is progress. That's the most important thing. So unless you ask for $100,000 per week, that might be the obstacle to not renew your contract. If you ask for the reasonable amount, I think they should extend your contract because you need time.
Itu udah saran dari Coach Justin kepada Pak Michael Victor Sianipart dan juga Fevi ya, untuk perpanjang Hector, karena 1 tahun itu terlalu singkat lah untuk membangun. Bahkan tadi 2 tahun kata coach aja yang terlalu singkat, mungkin butuh 3 tahun 4 tahun untuk kita lihat secara progres maupun prosesnya.
Michael punya WhatsApp gue, jadi tinggal Michael can always add me. So we can discuss about
Hector ya.
about the renewal, about the progress, about the long term.
Okay, but to be honest, the reason I'm here is everyone that has a work is because of money, because of the salary. But the real and deep reason I am here involving Timnas is because I really know that I can be, or I could be, a key person, as I knew very well the context. And I knew very well the people in the clubs, in the coaches, the staffs, and I know their potential, and I want to invest in that. For me, it's like a dream come true, not bringing the FF only. Also, trying to collaborate with all of them is like my passion. My passion is to make progress, the staff, the clubs, the players. And the day I leave, I don't know, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or I don't know, you never know. The day I leave, I will feel proud, if I get many trophies, but if I create a better future for them, or at least I try my best to do it. And I think we are in that way. So
to build a good foundation, so other people can work on it. One day you will leave. After many years, nobody knows, but hopefully you can put a good foundation so that we can go further and we can make progress with or without you. That's the most important. If you have a good foundation, good system, any coach or any place, any head of federation, any coach can be replaced as long as the system already done.
It's true. What I'm speaking about is the same we did in BTS, for example. BTS, when they call me, they have never won a single title in Indonesia. And it was Black Steel time. Black Steel was really, really strong. But you can see in that moment to now that the league changed a little bit in that, right? So this is more or less what I would like to do in Indonesia, even is for sure is not easy. And I don't mean also that after I leave, BTS win because of me. Nothing in common. It's because they have a good staff, good player, and they continuing developing the team, etc. But this is more or less what I mean, like put the situation in better conditions than when I arrive.
Ini seperti cocokologi ya, mungkin outsider kalau Hector di musim debutnya langsung bawa juara Bintang Timur Surabaya, juara Liga Futsal, dan juga AFF itu ya klub ya. Terus juga waktu nangin timnas di debutnya langsung event pertamanya langsung juara AFF. Mudah-mudahan nanti debutnya di Piala Asia juga langsung tadi kata coach targetnya lolos ke Piala Dunia. But besides futsal
itu nanti. Lolos ke perempat final dulu.
Oh ya, itu baru yang 8 tahun ke depan berarti ya.
Dan orang mungkin nggak tahu, jadi di luar coachnya baru semua, timnya, tim staffnya, pengurusnya itu juga baru.
Ya, FFI baru
jadi
semua.
FFI itu punya ketua baru,
Ya,
Michael Shanipar, dan pengurusnya kebetulan gue kenal beberapa, di dalamnya Atta juga, di situ. Itu anak muda semua, anak baru. Jadi dengan anak muda ini masih punya
passion, masih punya
passion,
gairah untuk membangkitkan futsal.
Membangkitkan futsal Indonesia. Hector juga, how old are you now? 43, 43.
Beda 6 tahun dari gue. We have the same birthday, right? Yeah. December 7. Wow. So we are Sagittarian.
43 tahun, Hector juga masih sangat muda. Jadi semua dari federasi, dari tim pelatih ini muda semua. Pemain juga baru. Jadi prospeknya itu sangat bagus menurut gue. Jadi walaupun gue nggak punya banyak waktu untuk pantau, tapi sekali-sekali gue pantau futsal. Karena orang-orang gue itu masih banyak, teman-teman gue masih banyak di futsal.
Semua. Ya kan lahirnya emang di futsal kalau di Indonesia kan. But besides futsal, do you still watch or follow the football recently? National team or La Liga?
What I follow is just my two teams, Real Club Celta de Vigo in Galicia and that is Spain.
Celta Vigo, Giant Killer.
And Football Club Barcelona. That is the best thing in the world.
I agree. Totally agree with you.
After Celta de Vigo.
The best team in the world, Barcelona. But not after Celta Vigo.
Okay, so after this, the next agenda is Four Nation World Series, and then after that, you prepare for the ASEAN qualification.
Yeah, we are already planning for future. We will have some meetings on next days, and planning the second part of the year. And the FIFA dates, all FIFA days we have to planify. We are working with the Timnas director, with the managers, how we'll do to create the progress, because what we are doing nowadays, or we are trying to do, and the managers really know that, is that we need to increase a little bit the level of the opponents we are having to reach the tournaments in better conditions. And also, I would like to, as I told you, that I am monitoring 40 some players. Yeah. I would like to give more people the chance to try himself in national team, not only the 16 players we are calling now. We will introduce more players, so the player must be ready to performing to compete because I want not only to have 16 players. And I trust in people. I trust in people. If you give the chance, the people take the chance. So let's give the chance to them, prepare some tournaments and some FIFA dates for them. Hopefully Federation will agree. And then we will have a base of 30-some players, 40 players that can compete each other. This will automatically elevate the level and will give us a better national team.
Well, I've faith in you, and hopefully we will get the fully support of the federation because you are now on the right direction.
On the right track.
And on the right track, and you have to progress with that.
Do you have a message for our supporters or futsal supporters or our netizen who gives you who have high expectation for you and give you extra pressure if you open the social media and television maybe?
Sure. The first one is that if they really like the last AFF championship, they should join the tournament in here because I don't know about the results in the next 3 games, but I really know that we will perform well. I know my players, I know my team, I know my staff. We will do well, I'm sure. Losing or winning, I think we will compete really well. And after that, I would like to say then that we will start their dream, to make their dream come true. Because we are building for future, and I don't know, 8 years, 15 years, but we will be in that level.
This Japan, in what rank did they end in the last AFC?
They didn't go to the World Cup.
AFC, last AFC.
Yeah, last AFC, they went out in the group phase.
Oh, in group phase?
Yeah.
In group phase?
Yeah, they went out. So it means that AFC is not a simple thing. It's complex. It's complex because even Japan, that really have really good players and strong players, they didn't qualify for quarterfinal in last AFC. But we are, as I say, we are going step by step, and
they don't even qualify in quarterfinal.
No, it was like they control the 3 games of the group phase. I already watched the games, and they control the games, but they could not score in the key moments. So they lost for small results.
Against who?
One, I don't remember now, to be honest. But I think I don't know if Afghanistan was involved or or Tajikistan.
But not Iran or
not Iran.
Okay.
Not Iran. But sometimes this kind of things happen.
Yeah. In sport this kind of, and then we'll see. Jadi sekali lagi jangan lupa nonton Four Nation World Series. Turnamen futsal internasional di mana Indonesia akan bersaing dengan Argentina, Jepang, dan Saudi. Tanggal 30 Januari Indonesia ketemu Jepang, Jepangnya Kensuke. Terus 1 Februari Indonesia ketemu Argentina, runner up di juara dunia terakhir. Dan 2 Februari hari Minggu Indonesia ketemu Arab. Venue-nya di Jakarta International Velodrome. Untuk tiket kalian bisa beli di www.4nws.com. Klik link di bawah ini, kalian bisa langsung nonton, dan mungkin gua sama Panji nonton. Tergantung jadwal Panji.
Enggak dong, enggak gitu ya. Thank you Hector for coming to Offside Duo. We hope and pray you bring many success for our national team, and you bring us to our dream to World Cup maybe in 8 years.
No, in 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Yeah.
Let's just support Hector, and please extend his contract, Mike. And hopefully we'll see. And a lot of success, Hector.
Thank you very much for your invitation.
Have fun. Just enjoy futsal.
Okay, thank you very much. It was a pleasure for me to be
here. Thank you, Hector. Pleasure for us too ya. Thank you Offside yang sudah nonton. Jangan lupa saksikan terus Offside Duo dan perkembangan timnas futsal bersama Hector, dan pastikan kalian nonton Four Nation World Series. Indonesia akan ketemu Argentina, Jepang, dan Saudi Arabia. 30 Januari lawan Jepang, 1 Februari lawan Argentina, dan 2 Februari lawan Arab. Venue-nya di Jakarta International Velodrome, Jakarta Timur. Tiketnya bisa dibeli di www.4nws.com atau klik linknya di pin komen. Kalian langsung bisa beli dan support timnas kita bersama Hector untuk membawa pengalaman terbaik untuk pemain-pemain kita bersaing dengan pemain-pemain dunia sana. Sampai ketemu semuanya. Thank you semuanya. Bye-bye.